10:30 now. We are following breaking news out of Southwest Philadelphia. A disturbance inside of a neighborhood restaurant sparked some type of confrontation and then led to some deadly gunfire.
Police say 2 young men are dead right now, and the man accused of shooting them surrendered to police and is telling his side of the story. Action News reporter Annie McCormick live now at Southwest Detectives in West Philadelphia. And Annie, police say the argument was inside but then spilled outside on the sidewalk.
And Brian, sorry, that's right. Police believe that this all stemmed from an argument inside of that restaurant, and now they're investigating to see whether or not this might be a case of self-defense. 12 district officers arrived to a call of a fight on the roadway here in the 6500 block of Elmwood in Southwest Philadelphia.
As they're pulling up the scene, they hear multiple gunshots. They see 2 males fall, one in the street and one runs back into the store where he collapses.
The shooter immediately surrendered to police.
As they're pulling up, they see a male armed with a gun. The male immediately gives up, drops his gun to the ground. We later learn that that individual has a gun permit.
Police say it all started tonight just around 7 inside Bai's restaurant when 2 men got into an argument with a man and his father eating inside. The 2 men allegedly causing trouble, an 18 and 23-year-old, were kicked out of the restaurant. But when the father and his 23-year-old son finished their meal and walked outside, those 2 men from the earlier altercation were outside waiting.
An argument ensues again. The son steps in between them, at which time the second male comes up and hits him in the head with something, and that causes him to pull his gun and fire multiple shots at the 2 individuals.
Medics pronounced the shooting victims dead at the scene. Both the shooter and his father are now being interviewed by homicide detectives. Police cannot say yet if this is a case of self-defense. And again, homicide detectives are still out there on the scene. They are working to find surveillance video. There is surveillance video inside of the restaurant and outside as well. They're working with police officers right now to figure out exactly what happened. For now, reporting live in West Philadelphia, Annie McCormick for Action News at 10 on PHL 17. Brian.
Okay, Annie, thank you. 2 violent robbers are on the run tonight after storming into a pizza place in the Holmesburg section of Philadelphia. Surveillance cameras captured the scene as 2 gunmen entered John's New Pizza last month. Police said they entered through the back door. One of them appeared to be very agitated and waved a semi-automatic handgun. One of the men fired a shot before taking an unknown amount of cash. Right now, police are very eager to get these guys off the streets.
You know what, man? This neighborhood's been going down. There's just a lot of shady people around here.
Everybody just wants their quick money. Any way they can get it. And thank God nobody was hurt.
Now, investigators are encouraged by the fact that this video is clear enough to capture very good images of the suspects' faces. New here at 10 o'clock tonight, a North Wales man is facing more than 100 charges of neglect and animal cruelty. Hatboro police arrested this man, Mark Anthony Morrow, today. Animal Control rescued more than 100 cats from a Montgomery County garage over the weekend. The SPCA says the animals were living in deplorable conditions. Neighbors on the unit block of Bybury Road tipped off police due to a strange odor in the area. 2 of the cats had to be put down due to their poor health conditions.
2 people passed out inside a car in a Berks County convenience store parking lot led to the discovery of a mobile meth lab. Officers were dispatched just after 6 this morning to the Sheetz store on North 5th Street Highway in Mullingburg Township. In addition to the 2 unconscious men, police say they found a soda bottle contraption used for cooking meth in the car. Police woke the men up and arrested them on charges related to outstanding warrants. Prosecutors announced today that a Pennsylvania state trooper was justified in shooting and killing a suspected shoplifter outside a Lehigh County Walmart. 26-year-old Aaron Ibrahim died after the trooper shot him during a foot pursuit March 28th in Lower Macungie Township. DA James Martin says Ibrahim failed to comply with commands and was only shot after he pointed and tried to fire a semi-automatic pistol. Ibrahim was wearing a wig and a mask at the time.
The mother of an Allentown teenager taken out of the country by her friend's father has now filed a lawsuit. Police say 45-year-old Kevin Esterly signed the 16-year-old out of Lehigh Valley Academy Charter School in Bethlehem several times. One of those times Esterly took the girl to Mexico. The pair spent nearly 2 weeks on the run before Esterly was arrested in Playa del Carmen. The girl's mother is now suing Esterly for psychological and emotional harm. The suit also names the school for allowing Esterly to be listed as the teen's stepfather on an emergency contact form.
A nice windfall for a group of Powerball players. 13 co-workers just split the proceeds of a $1 million ticket after matching all 5 white balls in the May 2nd drawing. Well, they invested $4 each and took home a little more than $58,000 apiece. Not bad. 2 members of the group have been buying their tickets at the Lucky Lottery, books and news in Newark for the last 15 years.
I am very glad to see my regular customer win that $1 million ticket. It's always 2 guys come into my store, and I know both 2 guys very well for name. Now our goal is sell the jackpot next time.
Well, this marks the second $1 million winning ticket in Delaware in less than 2 weeks.
The artwork of some of Philadelphia's most mature residents is part of a month-long exhibit. Some of the work went on display at City Hall this evening. They are some of the 150 pieces organized for the 2018 Celebrate Aging Arts Festival. Other pieces are on display at the center on the Hill and Chestnut Hill and the West Philadelphia Senior Community Center. The exhibit was organized by the Philadelphia Corporation for Aging. Dozens of kids with physical and intellectual disabilities took part in the 17th annual May procession. They live at St. Edmund's Home for Children in Rosemont. Volunteers help the children make their way to a statue of Mary that sits on the property. Many left flowers there. The procession is a way for Catholics to express their devotion to the Mother of Jesus.
Still ahead tonight on Action News at 10, a zoo in New England fulfilled a Super Bowl bet, and we'll tell you how they paid up.
And new information tonight on a tireless search that has authorities confident they are close to solving a near 40-year-old cold case.
Plus, some commuters found themselves in a rather unusual predicament that left a highway a sticky mess. Those stories and more when Action News at 10 continues. To AccuWeather tonight, and we have enjoyed 3 straight days now of ideal spring weather, gorgeous days and very comfortable nights.
But some changes could move in by tomorrow, including some more clouds and, of course, the chance for showers. We do need that rain, though. Meteorologist Adam Joseph joining us in the Weather Center with the details.
And the beautiful thing is that it's going to be scattered in variety.
Okay.
And where it does happen, it could be briefly heavy here. So watch the cars, water the lawns, get rid of the pollen. So I'm trying to think of the good here with some of the rain. Yes. Let's take a look right now. Chopper was above the Delaware Valley in and around Philadelphia. Some good visibility. You don't see any haze in the atmosphere as we had very comfortable temperatures, very dry air in place. But that will change tomorrow. You're going to notice that haze coming back and that feeling of more tropical air pushing in. As we take a look at temps right now, Philadelphia 63 degrees, 60 in Trenton, still near 70 degrees right now in the Lehigh Valley. But notice how much cooler it is. Wilmington, all points to the south and east, well into the 50s. You can thank that wind kind of wrapping in off the water. This has happened a couple of nights now during the evening hours where it really chills off at the shore, and then that continues to push to the west and northwest. Satellite and radar, we had some high clouds, Philadelphia down to the south and west. Notice they're trying to break apart at this point, but don't be surprised if there's some patchy fog or low clouds hugging the coastline during the overnight hours. And as we widen out to the west, we are tracking this. This is low pressure and a cold front. You can see some thunderstorms, a very pencil thin line now working into parts of Indiana, and this will continue to sink to the south and east as we go through the day on Thursday. So as we wake up tomorrow morning for the bus stop forecast, it is dry with filtered sunshine out there. The humidity still in check tomorrow morning, so you're not going to notice the uptick first thing in the morning. Pack the umbrella for the kids because later on in the afternoon, especially west of Philadelphia, we could start to see those downpours popping up in spots. Suburbs 53 in the morning, the city 58 degrees. Future tracker at 11 o'clock in the morning near 70 Philadelphia. There's some of that filtered sunshine, 65 in Millville, 68 in Reading. And then you can start to see that area of downpours and thunderstorms at 4 o'clock in the western suburbs, but near 80 with that humidity ahead of it and that sunshine. Sea breeze only 60s at the shore, and that sea breeze will choke a lot of these storms as they push to the east because that's very stable marine air. And again, although it looks like a solid line, more than likely it's kind of just peppered here and there, but it exits the coast by 7 o'clock. So again, during the evening rush, we're going to be dealing with some of those spotty downpours around, and then by 8:30 on Friday morning, northwesterly wind, bringing in drier air, lower humidity and comfy temps. And the risk for severe storms, it's very low and isolated just west of Philadelphia. And again, as you push to the east, that's where the storms will begin to fall apart. As we look at the exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast, 81 tomorrow, some sun, warm and humid with that afternoon pop-up storm developing. Sunny, beautiful low humidity Friday, 77. Warm and humid again Saturday, 88 degrees. There could be some late storms developing to the north. And then a front stalls on Mother's Day. A lot of clouds, on and off showers, 72 degrees. And then we dry it out Monday, 75. And then we heat it up again as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week as we soar into the 80s.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. Thanks, Adam.
All right.
New information tonight. Search teams are back at a site in Michigan digging for possible remains of as many as 6 girls who've been missing for decades. Authorities say a man who is serving life for the 1986 killing of a Detroit area girl could be responsible for several cold case slayings. Investigators suspect 69-year-old Arthur Ream is a serial killer. Officials have been digging in a field in Macomb Township for 3 days now. They're hoping they'll find clues in nearly half a dozen missing girls. Originally, police began searching the woods for the body of 12-year-old Kimberly King.
We do have, as you know, probable cause to believe that this is a grave site. No question about it. That Kimberly King and other young female victims who were murdered are buried here.
The field is in the same area where Ream buried a 13-year-old after kidnapping and killing her back in 1986.
Police in North Jersey put themselves in harm's way to save a driver too disoriented to get out of his burning car.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Body cam footage showed the Roselle Park officers breaking the windows to see if anyone was inside. That's when they saw the 42-year-old man sitting in the driver's seat surrounded by flames and thick smoke. Even though he initially resisted the officers, they did pull him to safety. Police believe the man fell asleep, causing him to keep his foot pressed on the gas while in park. That, they say, sparked a fire. Also caught on camera, the attempted kidnapping of a toddler in Brooklyn. Video shows a man pushing a stroller with a 3-year-old boy in it down the street, but police say the child is not his. And look closely, you'll see the child's grandmother running after him as he tries to take off with the toddler, but the woman catches up to him and walks off, and he walks off as she grabs the stroller. The child was not hurt. Police are tonight looking for this man.
Pet owners who need help in an emergency are getting more money tonight. Action News reporter Vernon Odom has the full story.
I want to congratulate Red Claw Emergency Relief Team with winning.
Winning is right. A $100,000 donation from corporate giant NRG, Pennsylvania's largest energy supplier, to this nonprofit, which is devoted to emergency response and animal welfare, assisting pets displaced by fire and other disasters in southeastern Pennsylvania and South Jersey.
A lot of times they're scared, and our responders are all firefighters or veterans, and they're trained to do search and rescue. So we go into the building almost immediately after the fire and get them out as soon as possible.
This December 2016 fire on South Millick Street in West Philadelphia left a 10-year-old child dead and destroyed 4 row homes. 10 pets were also killed. 6 were saved, including Milo, a miniature greyhound belonging to Dana Brown, who was at work at the time of the fire.
My neighbors know exactly how many cats I had, and they see Milo obviously when I walk him. So.
And they told Jen actually was our responder that was on scene, so they told Jen that Dana had a dog and 3 cats.
Because they saw Milo when they ran in.
I love taking the animals and bringing them out. It's almost like bringing out a child. The way the families love and adore their pets.
Red Paw's rescue of Milo here on South Millick Street is just one of some 10,000 pet saves they have made since they were founded 8 years ago. Today's huge check will help them expand their operation by leaps and bounds. In Northeast Philadelphia, I'm Vernon Odom for Action News at 10 on PHL 17.
Drivers in Poland were caught in a sticky mess after a tanker carrying liquid chocolate overturned and spilled onto the roadway. The spread was anything but decadent. It caused a huge traffic jam. Hot pressurized water helped, turning it into a, well, less appetizing version of hot chocolate. Fortunately, no one was hurt here.
A zoo in Massachusetts is making good on a bet that it made with the Philadelphia Zoo. The wager was made leading up to Super Bowl 52, in which, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the New England Patriots. Well, this 2-week-old goat was born at Zoo New England, and his name is Foles, as in quarterback Nick Foles. The zoo agreed to name its next-born Nigerian dwarf goat after the Eagles QB if the Patriots lost, and here's the adorable proof. New England Zoo also posted on social media about little Foles' birth.
Deuces Rogers along now as we are down to the wire in Game 5 here.
Tense situation in Boston right now. The Sixers were desperate in Game 4 Monday night. They are desperate tonight as well, facing elimination to Boston in Game 5. It's a close game for most of the first half. Ben Simmons, little give and go. Sixers down 1 at the end of 1. We go to the second quarter now. Simmons will keep it himself. Nice ball fake right there. The Sixers shoot 55% in the first half. They're up by 1. Boston ends the half on a 19-6 run, though. Terry Rozier, a 3 at the buzzer. Sixers down 9 at the break. Let's go to the third quarter now. The Sixers trail by as many as a dozen. They come back. J.J. Redick off balance. Sixers down 1 after 3. Fourth quarter. How about some fight in the Sixers team? Dario Saric down low, working for that bucket. The Sixers take a 4-point lead. A bit later, more Saric. Here he puts the Sixers up 103-102, but Boston has since taken the lead. Boston leads by 2 points with under 11 seconds to play in this contest. To baseball, the Phillies enter the night just a half game behind Atlanta for first place in the NL East. Game 3 of their 4-game set with the Giants. First inning, Carlos Santana doubles in Odubel Herrera. Herrera, by the way, has now reached base in 38 straight games. 1-0 Phils, Santana 5 RBI. Now 2-zip in the fourth. Maikel Franco, 435 feet, his 7th of the year. The Phillies take a 3-0 advantage. Nick Pivetta makes it stand up. 5 innings of shutout ball. He strikes out 7. The Phillies win 11-3. The Braves also win, so the Phils remain a half game back. The Eagles have announced they have agreed to 4-year contracts with all 5 of their draft picks. The team also announces the addition of running back Matt Jones. Jones is a big back, 6'2", 240 pounds. He gets a 2-year deal. He saw little action with Indy last season. The 2 previous seasons, he rushed for 6 touchdowns with Washington. Let's kick it. Union visiting Columbus. No score in the 53rd minute. Andre Blake is facing some pressure. Jossie Zardes will eventually put it home. The Union fall 1-0. Finally tonight, prepare to be amazed. College baseball, a pop-up. Georgia Tech catcher Joey Bart catches it behind his back. Wait, what happened? Bart has no idea where the ball is. He thinks it's out of play. Someone yells to him, and he ducks before the ball lands in his glove. Worth one more peek. That's about as odd of a play as you will see. How about that?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Look what I found.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty cool.
Thank you, Deuces. We got your wake-up forecast coming up next.
Now there's a place where everybody at Kings Highway Elementary School in Coatesville can find a friend. And it's all thanks to the Girl Scout Troop number 4291.
Children are encouraged to approach anyone on the bench and invite them to play or talk. The Scouts collected 500 pounds of plastic bottle caps to help a manufacturer in Indiana make that bench. Great way to start a conversation.
Yeah, great idea by the kids.
Very nice.
How about the wake-up forecast?
Tomorrow morning, we're going to deal with some filtered sunshine when you wake up. Temperature's going to be still comfy, though, in the 50s. And then in the afternoon, you notice that uptick in the humidity, and that's going to spark some downpours and a few thunderstorms around. Temperatures near 80 in the afternoon, so watch for some brief heavy rain in spots.
Okay, so temperatures starting to go up tomorrow.
Yeah, right above that 80-degree mark as we get into the afternoon, and then much better on Friday. Cooler and less humid.
I want to pass along some breaking news here.
Yeah.
The Sixers have just lost Game 5, ending really a storybook season.
Yeah, they fought hard all season.
Yeah.
Playoffs, unfortunately, didn't go their way this time.
Yep.
We'll trust the process again next year.
You got it.
Yeah.
We will.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight for Action News at 10. Modern Family is next, followed by 2.5 Men.
Now for Shari Williams, Adam Joseph, Deuces Rogers, the entire Action News team, I'm Brian Taft. Have a great night. Good day tomorrow. See you back here 10 o'clock tomorrow night.
Take a little bit of time. Move closer to your world.